Alright. So, sadly, it's a bit hard to code all the Wars of Liberty text, so the observer mode, the UI won't be like the one you're used to, so we won't be able to see each player's, say, resources, the text. That's a whole different challenge to create. So we'll be doing this like a manual spectate, but I will be doing my best to catch up with everything. So, game's loading in now. So Asuncion is an interesting map because it has lots of buildings in the middle. Alright, so good, observer mode's working. As you can see, quite a lot of trade posts. Your resources aren't too nearby. And if you see at the middle, there's a lot of those little like light brown structures. Those are abandoned houses that each player can siege down, and some of them include food crates. So there is a reward for kind of just going after these houses for some extra resources. However, you must be careful, as if you move your troops to this secondary objective, alright, so as you can see, these houses are also described as a food source. Alright, so hunts, we got one hunt each, that's okay. We got also these berry bush-like things as a secondary source. Asuncion's meant to be a little scarce and spread in terms of resources, so that's fine. Where is his mine? We might need to restart. Yeah, we need to
Yes.
Alright. Oh well. Okay, let's restart. It happens. We have been testing these maps, and it occasionally happens that a resource doesn't spawn in, or there's a disparity. So, sorry for the inconvenience, guys. We're about 25 minutes late on schedule. But it's our first time doing this, so it's only gonna get better as we all get used to how this works. Alright, well, we can start quite fast now since we know the civilizations and the maps and everything else. If you're wondering about the ranks of each players, HappyMooMoo here, First Lieutenant level 25, pierrortou is Second Lieutenant 22.
Yes.
So this is quite a good game that we can observe here. Both players are well acquainted with the mod. They have game knowledge quite high. So they know what they're doing. They know the extra features of the mod, so we can hopefully see some interesting Wars of Liberty unique strategies. I'm really hoping to see spies at some point in the tournament. Let's see how pierrortou settles with the buggy wonder. There's a current issue, I'm not sure if it was fixed, but the wonder that's supposed to spawn villages apparently isn't. I haven't seen it myself yet, but I've heard of it. Alright, mines look good. Yeah, okay, this one's good. Trade posts are also a bit different. Looks good. So each player has essentially 3 quite near them. This is going to be interesting if they go for like a trade post war here. But yeah, each player has 2 mines relatively nearby. Although red has an advantage for the next few. But yeah, Korea doesn't need too much of that. Alright, we got... that's fine. A little bit closer for blue, but then again, it's not too bad. Alright, let's get right into it. So, this is our slow trade route, but as you can see, Asuncion is a very trade post strong map. So what happens is each of these passes are relatively more powerful according to all other maps in the game. So holding a trade post can get a significant advantage. And pierrortou has 2 explorers as he is playing Korea. So let's see how well he can utilize that little advantage. So we got HappyMooMoo here. Will he go for a trade post? Probably not. Sadly, we cannot see the resources. That means we cannot actually see, you know, if they're chopping wood, for example, early on for a trade post. But he has leftist going crate, usual strategy. Also him here. Bit heavy on this hunt over here. Good thing he is hurting. Will he kill? Yep, he is separating some of the villagers. Good. We got a little wood treasure going for pierrortou here. 20 wood. Got a treasure here for 2 stray dogs. Sadly cannot toggle Fog of War either, so we don't exactly know what each player has found or not, but pierrortou's going for a 60 wood food treasure, sorry. HappyMooMoo is about to find Blue's base. And that will be the 60 food to boost Blue's age up. Meanwhile, Red is gathering quite steadily and easily from multiple hunts. Blue is now doing the same. It's good to see that he did spread out from that singular hunt that he had about 8 or 9 villages in. Red's about to pick up 100 XP treasure here. That's gonna get a good boost on his next shipment. Shout out to Shinkro. About 2 minutes and 40 seconds in, so in about another half a minute we'll probably have players hitting the age up button. It's also quite an interesting thing because we don't know which princess Habsburgs will choose on the age up. So it could be Brits, could be Spanish. It's very unexpected, so his whole strategy kind of depends on the princess he will choose. We'll try our best to kind of figure out what it is. So Blue has now put down his wonder. This looks like the Grand Palace. Alright, he has switched 3 over to wood, so I'm assuming it is not the British princess. Because the normal British princess strategy would have essentially all your villagers switching over to wood, so you can get as many villages as possible while your houses still cost 100 wood. Because once the British princess does drop in, your houses do become 135 wood each. You do still get the villager, of course. Here to doing a switch over to wood, completely to wood. I guess we're going to expect a lot of Myeonggungs. Bit bad on the pathing, sadly. Lost some chopping seconds. But that's alright. So explorers just wandering about. There's another treasure here for a rifleman. A big treasure here for 235 coin. Let's see who will get that one, if they do get it. Still no trading posts, which I find quite interesting. Yes, there is a 2-minute delay to avoid any sort of stream sniping. Right, HappyMooMoo has hit the national age. we should be able to see each player's deck, so let's give it a look. Alright, we can see a little bit of a Myeonggun plus Dang plus Spearman focus here with a training by 10 card, so we can see a lot of units. We also have a European Arsenal improvement at a faith cost. That could be a very good card. Let's see if those upgrades do help him out in the end. Habsburgs, meanwhile, okay, so he doesn't have many units, H2, so there is a chance that he will not rush. There's a lot of crates and H3 stuff here as well, lots of H1 cards. That was an interesting roster for H1 actually, let's look at that. Mills and plantations are cheaper, so he does intend to get over the Ascension's disadvantage of having, you know, just very scarce resources and them being very spread afar. So he'll be switching over to mills and plantations early. He also has 2 coal mines, which will be another source for him right under his town center. So pierrortou has actually aged with the fortress. That's interesting. I thought it would be the wonder. My personal thoughts on this fort would be, well, it's an interesting choice for a location. Maybe secure this area would have been better, or somewhere in the middle. Like the 2 trade posts over here, I don't know. I feel like pierrortou is not using the full advantage of this fort wonder. We got a market going up, so his first option was stables, and we do have pierrotou's explorers here, so he might be aware that he has Magyar Hussars incoming. Let's see how Red will be able to utilize his little raid. Don't forget, each of Habsburg's units are significantly more powerful as they are all mercenaries and do cost a lot of resources. As you can see, 440 health points with about 40 attack. Alright, so the fort coming in with a... Alright, he sees the dead hunts here probably. Does not see the villages. Alright, looks like... Let's see if we can grab a villager or 2. Right, so... Blue is trying to save his villagers. He will lose 1. But looks like the rest is safe and Red is backing off. So we got a little bit of a coin crate coming in for Habsburgs. Let's see if he uses that to age up or if he will make more of those hussars. So he's getting the explorers here for some experience. I believe they were also 45 each, so that's quite big in terms of getting the next shipment. This explorer will also go down. He was probably... Oh no, they're into the spearman. That's a hussar down. That's 2 hussars down. Oh, just barely escapes with 11 HP. Alright, so let's see. pierrortou has the military advantage here at the moment, but we got 5 hussars just popping out. So it looks like Red will be continuing his raids. Although this 11 HP hussar is not looking too great. We got lots of villages on this side as well as this side. Red was able to get the hunt kind of towards him a bit late in the game, but he is hurting it slowly but surely. He also has the skirmisher here. The other 2 treasures are still intact. The hussars are coming in now. He still has the villagers at the same location. He sees the dead hunt, and the villagers will go down. 1 goes down. More villagers at the top. He is going to get another one for sure. No, he got... Did he get that? Did he get that? Yeah, he did. He got 2 villagers out of that. Does he see this? Alright, he chooses not to go for it, probably because of the spearmen. The hussars might have been able to kill the spearmen while they were only 2, but it's still quite risky as they would have done 33 damage on each hit. So he does the right move of backing up. Alright, so Blue is now holding his units near his hut so he can safely gather food. He also has the option of switching to these bushes at any time for a safe gather. Moomoo's other food source is not as safe as Blue has it. Alright, so the Hussars are still attempting here. He has a fort vision, kind of just allowing him to position his units. Alright, we got some Pavisias coming in. Yeah, the market upgrades still work for the Korean Wonder, but they're still double their cost. So essentially you're aging up for a market that costs a bit too much. So there's a chance we won't see that Wonder at all. So in terms of points, Blue is 127 and Red is 88. Quite a big difference in points. But considering how expensive Habsburgs units are, we can see, you know, that he's been giving more, so it's a bit difficult to compare. Alright, so we got 5 more Hussars in. I just saw his points drop, so I was like, whoa, what's going on? So he probably had one queued and then just queued the rest of the Hussars in. He now has about 9 Hussars? Yeah. No, wait, what? 10 Hussars. So he's already have... Yeah, he already has like 4 of them on the side, 6 of them waiting here. Pierrortou is missing him quite nearby. Alright, so does he have units? No! The 4 Hussars, will he see? Will he see? No, he did not spot. Okay, he did spot the villagers, good. Alright, so lots of spearmen here. This villager will go down. Yes. No, he saved it. He saved the villager. The Hussars have been slowed down. They're back at full speed now. Okay. Pierrortou is going to get his second trade post, actually, whereas Red is getting his first trade post. He's trying to kill the Explorer. He got the Explorer for the additional XP, but he might lose a Hussar. No, he's gathered the rest of his army now. He should really kite. Pavisias aren't that strong in hand-to-hand combat. He has a lot of spearmen. 1 Hussar will go down. Some Pavisias have also already gone down. Archers have been wiped. The Hussars now cleaning up the rest of the spearmen as they are still focusing the Pavisias. This fight is over with Red's victory. So we still have about, what is it, 9 Hussars with a little bit of a weakened Pavisia alive. So there's 2 villagers here. I don't see how they can survive. There's 2 villagers down, but about 15 spearmen are already out. So let's see. Alright, they do get caught here. This one's probably dead. Yes, that one. He can probably use these 2 to just continue the kill. HappyMooMoo does not even care about that one. He accepts that it is dead. So we got some Cossacks from the Russian consulate from Korea. We have some villages over here now. HappyMooMoo is quite spread with his villages. Blue also has a villager there, 3 spearmen, there for a long time. He does not see the Hussars. Alright, so the villagers are there. He does notice the Hussars and has... Yep, they're safe. Hussar goes down from the town center shot. Another one will probably go down if he does not react. He seems to be occupied with the Cossacks here, though. We got more Hussars coming in. Yes, that Hussar's going down. All the Cossacks are about to get wiped with this last one over here. They seem to be stuck inside a native trade post here. Alright, so now Red has a lot of Pavisias in. Both players are still age 2. We have not seen an age up just yet. We got the 2 coal mines here for red to gather coin quite safely. Another hussar goes down with the spearman army. I'd really like to see blue using his garrison ability to just pop out units. Biased commentator. Well, sadly the fighting's only been happening in blue's territory, so don't know what else I can say much. Although red has lost some unnecessary Pavisias in this past fight over here, that was quite bad in this fighting. He probably could have, you know, just had its way with the spearman. Alright, let's see what he does in this upcoming fight. So we got a lot of spearmen, a ton of spearmen, and a few archers. Normally you'd expect Korea to make a lot of archers, but as he has noticed, red going for lots of Magyar Hussar, he has switched over to spearmen, which is definitely the smart move. We have a blockhouse wagon here. Right. That's a smart placement to protect his villagers gathering food from the bushes. One villager goes down. His spearmen are now moving in. Trading post under siege by the hussars. There's some more. Oh, we got some pandos coming in with more hussars. Let's try and get this fight fully on screen. We got some. Alright, the spearmen are going in for the Pavisias. We got some hussars here sieging the fort. Unless he switches those out of there, they will probably die from the fort. Spearmen are at the throats of Pavisias. Pavisias don't seem to be handling it too well, as they don't have melee resistance. Yes, this will be a win for blue. He is splitting his spearmen. Nice. Nice. He's gonna get these hussars, hopefully. No, they will make it away. Alright, so this hussar is still trying to siege the fort. He has lost one already, but he is saving the second one, although a bit low on HP. We got more Pavisias here. Now blue is moving his army of lots of spearmen and a few archers. Pierrortou's now H3, so we can expect these units to be upgraded sometime near. We have an outpost here with and 3 trading posts for red actually now. Wonder if they have been upgraded, because if they are upgraded, they can get some resources high in the 200s. Righteous fighters coming in. So I believe there should be more righteous fighters from the age up that we will be watching this fight. Alright, more Pavisias coming in. So blue is losing, has actually lost essentially his big mass of spearmen. Pavisias taking the last few spearmen down. Blue is continuing his siege on the outpost that is about to fall down. The barracks spawns in 5 more Pavisias. The outpost is saved about 300 HP. Red is now pushing back. He has some righteous fighters here. Oh, they're dead. What? I thought they were infinite. Guess I don't know everything. I do see some more righteous fighters here. So Myeonggungs are still Myeonggungs. He's going for the... Okay, I'm not going to try and pronounce that. But they're good against both hand cavalry and light infantry. So if we look over here, these guys are indeed infantry. So this is pretty much the perfect unit to go against his roster. So blue has a great advantage, especially being an age ahead. Let's see how red will fare against this. Although blue is not pushing. Some hussars will come in. Will he go for the explorer? Will he go for villagers? Villagers. He knows this tree spot. He knows pierrortou likes it. Let's see what he can pull off here. 1 villager, 2, 3 villagers now. He gets 3 villagers and backs off. So if the fort was a bit more on the left, he could have probably protected these villagers a little better in general. But the fort has definitely come in handy. So we got more villagers. Oh, we got villagers going down for red. Blue has now started raiding himself with the iron flails. Nice one from blue. This game is going quite tight now. Once blue starts pushing in, I don't think red can do too much. Blue's army is now moving in. He knows about 2 villages here and the hussars, since his explorer was fighting there just a minute ago. But yes, the spearmen do have an area card, so that's probably the reason as to why they've been so useful, especially against the Pavisier mass, because each spearman was doing area attacks. So the iron flails coming in might be able to get this 1 villager. No, they won't be able to get it. They have to back off a bit. Fighting the hussars here. The 2 villagers did go down here. So 1 iron flail down, 1 hussar down, 2 flails down. Yep, that will be a win for red here. He won't be able to get this probably. Yep, only 1 hussar goes down for red, whereas blue's iron flails were wiped. So red is going up against blue at the middle again. This time we have a lot of Myeonguns. Oh, we got some hussars coming in behind the archers. Some pandas have also popped from the side. Blue's army was wiped, and red still has a lot of units in play. Let's see, blue is matching some more archers at the moment. Lots of shrines. His villages are in the same location. A castle or something might be a good idea, especially with the hussars now coming in with the rest of his army. So will he notice? He has not noticed yet. 1 villager goes down. 2. Yep, that's 2, that's 3. Will he back off here? Probably not. Oh, we could have killed that. Oh, he did! Nice little final arrow. He is sieging the trade post right now. That will be trade post down. Red has 4 trade posts now, so I'm definitely assuming it. I mean, no, it's not upgraded actually. Red really should look for an upgrade for the trade route, as Asuncion's trade posts can generate a lot of resources. That would really bring the gap in between each player to a close. Alright, we got a fort wagon in now. Let's see how blue will use it. I'm guessing he's going to try and secure the wood batch here. So this is not a very wood heavy map, and the only batches remaining are this, this, and this. So at one point he won't be able to do as many archers as he wants to, but we're talking about pretty much late game for that matter. That is red's 5th trade post now up. The trade post, the route is not upgraded though. Alright, so we're gonna have probably a little fight here. They see each other. Fort is almost up. I'm assuming blue is waiting for that. Red is still H2. Nice song switch. God, I love the Wars Liberty songs, man. He's now sieging the trade post down. He will be able to get that back, probably. Trade post not upgraded. As a player myself, loves the Ottoman Silk Road on this map. It hurts to not see the route upgraded, but that's just my personal opinion. Right, so Moomoo is probably massing here before launching his attack. So overall, Red has been much more aggressive than Blue this game, getting many more villages down compared to Blue. Although Blue did get a good wipe with his flails over there on the right hand side of the map. So Blue is now pushing with a big bunch of Myongums. Pavisiers with their 200 HP taking quite a bit before going down. Pandas going down. Only one left, I believe. Yeah, just one. No, two pandas. Oh, three actually. Really mixed. Okay, some hussars coming in. He can probably... Oh, he attacked the abandoned house by mistake. The trade route was upgraded now. So each trade route, trade post will give about 200. Okay, so he upped with the Belgians. Lots of outposts coming down here to help him fight. So each of these trade posts will now yield about 250 or so, no, maybe like, no, it's a 1v1. So it will hold about 200 or so resources for each pass. So right now, Moomoo, can I see what it gives? No, I'll try again at this trade post here. One more frontier wagon over there. Blue is kiting really well. He still has his archer mass quite safe. One of his outposts went down here, but he still has another frontier wagon using it as another outpost. He wanted defense mode here. I did not see what that trade route yielded, so let's give a look over here as to what it might give. Hopefully I can see it. Guess not. Okay. So Red has now aged up, as we've seen before, with the Belgian princess getting those frontier wagons. So both players are now age 3. That means Red actually has access to Reiters and Gensers, pretty strong units that belong to the Habsburgs. Although Reiters at the moment are definitely not a good idea against the Korean archers. So we got more archers coming in from Blue. Red has completely switched over to mills and plantations to safely gather in his base. Blue has done the same with his rice paddies. So both players are now essentially in base. So it comes down to whoever can knock down the other one's army and just, you know, enter the base, sieging everything first. Also, Spearman also waiting in base. Red has no knowledge of this, so if he tries another Hussar raid, he might just end up losing a lot of resources. We do have some crates going unnoticed, 1,000 wood crates. Blue is yet to pick that up. He is still kiting quite well here. He will go back, probably using the Spearman mass here. Let's see if Red is able to back away from that. Yes, he is. He will take some damage by the archers, however. He has noticed the 1,000 wood. Good. So we still have Pavisiers massing. Let's see what else is going on the map. So we got some blue villagers coming quite close to his base. Let's see if he does do a little forward base around here later on. We got 2 red villagers over here. I can do the same on the other side. Spearman moving in actually from the side. Let's see what he will decide to do with those spearmen. He has now switched to the wood over here. Smart move. He still has the wood here secured, so he can always switch from here to there. Might even try this one here. He does notice the villagers here, they will go down. Reiters coming in to aid. The villagers may be... No, the Reiters are going for Blue's base. Red is now moving up his army. Writers will now catch the villagers over here gathering wood. They do have the 0.5 damage versus villagers, however, as they are dragoon units. Red would have probably been better off if he was focusing singular villagers rather than spreading his decreased attack. His archer army is also retreating backwards. He will now notice, oh, righteous fight is coming in. The 3 over there will block it off. If he focuses this one, yep, that one goes down. 1 right down, 4 more to go. He could use the garrison to pop some spearmen forward. Oh, the archers are on the side now. And they're amazing against light cavalry, so yeah, Red gives up here. He knows his... Yep, he knows it's done for. Although he does try and attempt a retreat, all the writers are now down. Meanwhile, the remaining army is still here. The outposts are now upgraded. And god, my throat is getting dry. Where's my water? Right, thankfully I have a 2-liter one. Great, just what I needed. So, big spearman mass and a Myeonggung mass. Is this an age up? Yes, Blue is now dropping his 3rd wonder to age up to the industrial age. Really hoping to see some artillery now, some exploding fire cattles. Thinking of which, each fire cattle is capable of destroying this whole little base. If I remember correctly, fire cattle do about 2,000 damage. Or was it 1,000? I don't remember. Right, so this is the Grand Palace. So we'll be able to see if it spawns villagers or not, hopefully. He can get the additional market upgrades. Although it is age 4, so he probably will not utilize the huntable upgrades. He can definitely get the mine upgrades though. Would have been much more balanced if there was another mine or 2 on kind of like here. Sadly it was a bit red biased with this mine. If it was this mine, it's quite centered, so that's fine, but this extra mine makes it a bit advantageous for red. But red had coal mines, which he relied on anyway, and then switched to plantations. So these 2 mines are still up for the taking by whoever wants to take it. Right, so the archers are now upgraded to honored, and yes, they're dealing a lot of damage. Red is also age 4, by the way. I forgot to... Oh, we got demi-cannons. Okay, we're about to see some big action, guys. Get those laughing Tibbs emotes ready. We're about to see a big knockout. Oh boy, demi-cannons are deadly. The most deadliest cannons in the game. Lots of spearmen go down. He needs to cover those cannons though. They have area damage. Those cannons can go down fast if he does not cover. 1 cannon is about to go down. It's half HP. Another also half HP because of the archer focus. Some archers go down. Pervizier is still standing high. Archers got 1 cannon down. The spearmen are now wiped. More Perviziers coming in. Demi-cannon takes another hit, and a big archer mass is now down. 1 more cannon might go down here, but it's not looking that great for Blue. His archers are now wiped. The demi-cannons. Wow. The deadly demi-cannons. Cannot underestimate those, man. Look at the damage. 550 bombard attack times 3 against buildings. The fortress is already at 980 HP and goes down. The demi-cannons sure are expensive and population heavy, but they do their job, man. They really do. Demi-cannons moving in. Archers got wiped slightly. The garrison into the rice paddy to save themselves. We got some watches coming in. This demi cannon is going down. One last demi cannon left with less than half HP. Watches focusing the last demi cannon. We can see it on fire. Watches are sadly not the anti-artillery unit. He could have done better with those blowgun-like ones. I don't remember their exact name. He is focusing the Grand Palace now. One hit from a demi cannon does so much damage. This wonder will go down with the next hit. Boom. So he now holds two of his righteous fighters. Will they be able to take the demi-cannon down? Yes! Right, so red loses a lot of his siege power with that demi-cannon down. Although another demi-cannon is coming in with another 5 Pevisiers. Things are not looking too great on blue's side, with some villagers and wonders going down, and his army, a big mass, down. He's making more military buildings over here. He has to save his villages. He seems to have some units garrisoned in his rice paddy. The demi cannon taking down the town center on the side. Some archers go down. Another hit. The town center will probably only take another hit and go down, but the Korean regeneration is saving the town center for another hit. Lots of buildings going down. Oh, the town center is still up. He's moving his demi cannon. We got some villagers running to the side. Two more demi cannons in. I should really start watching the moving ones. I'll pay more attention to the map. Blockhouse being focused by the demi cannons. If the gate goes down, the gate goes down. Yep. No more righteous fighters for blue. Iron Flail's making an attempt, but getting mowed down by the Reiters. We got a Saw Cannon. Saw Cannon coming in hot for the Pavisiers. Let's see that damage now. Look at that. Nice wipeout, but the Demi Cannon. Man, the Demi Cannon's focusing the Saw Cannon. This hit will be the end of that Saw Cannon, yep. And that's quite disappointing. I did want to see more of that Saw Cannon in action, as it does have more damage than the actual demi cannons. So we got two demi cannons here now focusing the fort. There's a lot of villages there as well. Right, let's switch over to arrow keys for this. Some villagers go down. He is taking down the military buildings and the rice paddies. So the fort will go with the next double hit. Nope, it still lives under the volley. So once this goes down, there's a lot of villages inside. GG comes from blue. And that will be game. First victory goes to HappyMooMoo of the best of 5. Quick overview of the resources we can see. Yes, I'm guessing the resource disparity actually came from the trade post. He probably had a lot of resources coming in late game, although blue did lose a lot of villages. Let's give a quick look at that. So big boost here, but blue seems to have not made much villages at this little point. See, we can see drop here, little drop here, little drop there, drop, big drop. Well, that's expected. Whereas red only dropped here and here, so his villager production was quite steady, but blue really did a good job catching back and surpassing red over here, so good work on that. So, oh right, the Grand Palace also gives villages once you age up, so from 56 to how many? 61, I guess. So he got 5 villages or 6 villages. So that's actually a smart idea, using the Grand Palace as a late game villager boost. It can probably surpass the villager limit, like the I believe it was the Chinese wonder. So yeah, if we look at military units here, Blue did an awesome job of massing his units, but the demi-cannons, man, the demi-cannons, that really did hurt the last fight. Amazing game. Alright, so let's move into the second game now.